Oh, right. Yeah. Um, yeah, this is another one from Daryl. And actually, I don't think we've done any of this album because I normally recognize the covers, but I don't think we've ever Trouble at the Hen House. So yeah, let's see. I haven't got a clue what era we're doing either. But yeah, let's go. That was a tune, but I couldn't guess where that's coming from. I need to. Yeah, hold on. Um, I'd say that was after because someone said in the comments that I was right about the title of the whatever evolution that album. They said it was in the transitionary period of the band, but I'd say this was after Tragically Hip. Let's just go albums. Albums in order. Albums. Wow, this come out well before. So I think because actually this was like a bit, like I say, it was a bit of a blend. This is actually quite early on, but I think you can hear a bit of their like later sound in this too. But I don't know because I'd have actually said this was after that album, but then it was actually heavy. Also, I thought a bit Radiohead. There was a bit like definitely a different vibe from Tragically Hip, I think, but then not too. Like it's like I say, there was some of their like I thought later sound in it, but definitely the early sound too, with the bit more rock and looser. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Someone said in the comments that it's about time you just did all the albums, and that is true. That is true. And I think well, we have started a little bit of it. Um, yeah, but yeah, no, great tune, great bass, great drumming on this one. I mean, that was kind of the driving force of the thing. But a great Gord. That's also what I wanted to look up. What was he saying at one point? There was a lyric he was saying. Is it called "Springtime in Vienna"? Springtime in Vienna. Tragically hip. Yeah, I thought that's what he was saying. Territorial piss posts. Yeah, I thought that's. I was saying, is he saying territorial piss posts? Yeah, I thought that's what he's saying. But looking at instructions from the manual could not have been much more plain. The blues are still required. The blues are still required again. Past territorial piss posts, past whispers in the closets, past screaming from the rooftops. We live to survive our paradoxes. God is, yeah. But the territorial piss posts, I thought that's what he was saying. That's another thing when people like I've seen people say that female dogs don't territorial piss. Let me tell you, Nala does. That's basically what her walks consist of. Going to her piss places and smelling some other dog that's pissed on it and then pissing on it. But yeah, yeah, great tune, great tune. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.